That's just crazy. So we're gonna do a video right quick. All right, hold on, let me plug my phone in. Welcome to KQ. I'm Ken, and that was Kevline in the midst of a rant. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started with or without him. He's plugging up his phone now. Yeah. So basically, what we're going into tonight is the Republicans. It's a lot of Republican followers out here that are standing by 100% tooth and nail. They love Donald Trump, and they talk about how Joe Biden is the most corrupt president in the history of America, or at least for the last 3 corrupt presidents combined, I think Trump said. So, but they stand by him tooth and nail. And our whole point is this thing is, oh my God, there's no reality in it whatsoever. This guy is horrible. He's been horrible. He does horrible things. He does horrible things to real people and affects real people's lives. And to make that the person that you want to stand behind, run behind, love. I mean, they wear his hats. Yeah. I'm so glad that Biden didn't have a hat, because I would have had to buy one. I think I bought one Obama t-shirt. I wouldn't have bought one. I ain't gonna buy no hat for no person and put my name on. But I bought somebody else's name on my head. Look, I bought it. Did you have an Obama t-shirt? No. Well, I got bought one and I kept it. Yeah. I got bought one and I kept it. I didn't buy it myself. You know? I got bought one and it's not about the person to me. You know, to me, it's more about the policies. Like issue by issue, which way are you gonna go? And so I'm just looking at like, what is our landscape now? Where do we want to be? Well, which policies does it take to get there? And who do we vote for to make sure that we get there? It's a very simple equation to me. It doesn't matter about what party they ascribe to or anything like that. But at the same time, at certain points, you have to look policy-wide, long-term, big picture. And you have to pick a particular party dealing with the election that's at hand. You know, you have to say, well, can the Democrats do more of my things, or can the Republicans do more of my things? And then have no illusion. We have 2 parties in this country. I wish we had more. I wish we had more options and everything, and we can actually consider seriously putting people in the government that will advance our needs and get our priorities met, but not necessarily be a Democrat or a Republican. I love it. I love the idea. But the fact of the matter is, in this country, particularly for the higher offices such as Senate and President, it comes down to 2 parties, because it takes a lot of money to get people elected. And then the power of the party pushes elections. That's just the way it is. Yeah. So because of that, you know, but whenever I see a clear delineation between what one party does systemically versus what another party does, if I can see a clear pattern that's going to help me out, then you better believe I'm going to pick that party. The fact of the matter is, in this country, especially for the presidency of the United States, you have but 2 choices. One is Democratic and the other one is Republican. And what you pick does make a difference. For instance, if you look at several different factors, national debt, national security, as far as our connections and alliances with other countries, NATO, for instance, and then domestic policies, you know, whenever things are falling apart, typically they're under Republicans. Just look at the facts. Look at when things happen. We had the crash of 2008. We had the crash under Trump. Trump was the first president in years and years and years to lose jobs. And sure enough, he dealt with COVID, but at the same time, he didn't do it greatly. And that contributed to his loss of jobs. But either way, it happened under him, just like every other president. And so definitely, to me, things
like Obama used to do the thing. Well, you drove it off the cliff, and we're gonna drag it out. You looking at us pointing, drinking a Slurpee, saying why you ain't dragging it out quick enough. As soon as we get it out, then you say you ain't do it quick enough, and then you say give us the keys back, and then you drive it into the ditch again. So,
yeah. So I had just one simple example of the brilliancy of Donald Trump. I don't know if you all can remember a time when somebody could just yell, "We're going to Pennsylvania, we're going to Memphis, we're going to Tennessee, yeah!" And that was a disqualifying event. Not to mention, somebody could misspell potato. And
T-O-E.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And had to have the E. Disqualified from being president. Yet and still, at the same time, we can have the brilliance of this man, and it's exposed. It's exposed nationally. Everybody in America saw this. Right wingers, left wingers, everybody. Some people chose to take it to heart. Some people chose to just exclude it from
brush it off
memory and run with love. They call us cultists, Kev. They call us cultists. We've been called that so many times. Y'all are cultists and you're cooning for the Democrats and all of that stuff. However, I don't have a Biden hat. I don't have a Make America Blue Again hat.
Yeah,
I don't have none of that. What is that? Maba. Make America. Maba. I don't have a Maba hat. Make America Blue Again. So this was just something that happened not too long ago. It's talking about the deposition between.
Listen, we don't mean to beat nobody over the head. Okay? Listen, the fact of the matter is, it's pretty overwhelming that, like, to even take the Republican Party seriously at this point, it's really weird to me how people are doing that. Because the one thing is, if I ever engage with somebody who's taking them seriously, I get to beat them over the head over and over and over and over with fact after fact after fact after fact that shows that the guy that they're leaning on is a total buffoon. I mean, he literally has no leg to stand on in any event. For instance, how many people know that between the time that he got elected and the time that he got inaugurated, he paid $25 million for fraud?
Yes.
Now, you should know it because during the Democratic campaign events, where it was a Democratic convention, they actually had people show up that got defrauded by him or were part of that lawsuit. And they ended up benefiting from that lawsuit after they sued him for fraud. But the fact remains that there's no possible way that before then we could even possibly fathom a president that would be paying $25 million for fraud before he gets inaugurated. We would have never tolerated that. Now we do. Okay, that's one thing. And now it just so happens all the way through to Eugene Carroll's conviction. It was he was held liable for sexual assault. And by the way, during that, during the transcripts, you can go and look. During that case, the judge actually assigned rape to him, to his activity. So yeah, she actually did that. You know, rape is so this is the type of person, like, and then you want to compare it to, well, the Democrats are doing so much. Democrats ain't doing nothing like that. Give me a break, man. Democrats shot Al Franken out of there because he got on the TV and did like this on somebody and didn't even touch the girl while he was on the USO tour as a comedian. And the Democrats ran him out of office because of that picture. It's a different standard that you're operating on. So give me a break now. Just cut it, please cut it. I'm asking y'all, let's stop this false equivalency. The stuff that the Republicans are getting away with and the stuff that they're doing. Look, picture Barack Obama and slap into one of them scandals that Trump did. Just one. And ask yourself what would have happened to Barack if he would have did any of them things. And then tell me that somebody mistreating Trump. That's ridiculous. Cut the crap. Please. Cut the crap. Put Obama in one of them, y'all. Just one. Put him in. and see what happens. And you tell me this is some like I'm tripping. Stop it, y'all.
Yeah, for instance, imagine, if you will, January the 6th, Obama's in the office. You got a whole bunch of mad black folks down at the ellipse gathered together.
Yeah, a lot of black people.
Yeah.
No, let's go mostly white.
Mostly white with a few peppered blacks.
Yeah, every now and then a black person. Yeah.
And then Obama gives a speech and he says, we're gonna walk down.
You're gonna go down to the Capitol.
And I'm gonna be with you.
I'm gonna be with you.
Barack
Obama said that now.
And now be peaceful. Walk down there peacefully.
Walk peacefully.
But if you don't fight
like hell,
you're
not gonna have a country anymore.
See. So then the black folks and the white folks walk down.
They actually go down there after that.
And they attack the Capitol.
No, they start beating the hell out of the police that's at the Capitol first.
Yeah.
So that they can get into the Capitol.
So they attack the police, they get into the Capitol, and they're chanting "Hang Mike Pence."
Hang
Mike Pence. Let's say it was President Obama and Pence was his vice.
Never land.
Hang Mike Pence. And this goes on for like 3 hours.
And then Barack Obama tweets out.
Yeah.
Mike Pence ain't did the right thing.
Mike Pence didn't make the right decision and da. Bam! Yeah. Hang Mike Pence.
And you sit there as the president, you're the chief law enforcement officer. You're supposed to be able to ward off other countries.
Just imagine,
and you can't even keep the capital of the United States protected, and you don't do nothing the whole time that they being attacked. You just sit there, you don't do nothing.
President Obama sits there for 3 hours.
President Obama.
And watches the video, the live stream on TV, slinging plates of ketchup at the walls and all that stuff. Can you imagine President Obama just sitting there and not doing anything whatsoever for 3 hours?
Yeah. Go President Obama. And I like him. I liked him until now, till I thought about it. But he didn't do that though.
No, he didn't.
He never would. Give me a break.
Imagine Obama sitting there for 3 hours and not doing a darn thing whatsoever.
Yeah, you just sitting there.
But the next election rolls around and that's our pick. That's the guy we want.
That's the one I'm gonna vote for. Was the guy who sat there and they ain't did nothing.
That lied about the election being lost and never conceded.
I'm gonna vote for that guy.
And then sat there for all that time while his own capital was being attacked and didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
Not what he said, but the fact that he didn't say nothing for all that time.
He ain't did nothing either.
I watched it live
and I recall moved nothing. He didn't move anything.
Being totally disgraced by the fact that this guy didn't say nothing. And then I was even more disgraced by the fact that his own party, the electors came out that day and they were totally against
the senators came out that day.
Yeah.
You had Lindsey Graham up there crying. He said, "That's it. I'm out. I can't do it no more." And Mitch McConnell, he got up there and said that even though I'm not gonna vote for his conviction, I will vote to no on this inquiry, and the criminal justice system can hold him accountable. Right. That's what he said when he was there. Mitch McConnell. He said that. He said he's not off the hook criminally. And then now, as soon as the criminal justice system kicks in, just like Mitch McConnell said it would, because of course there were criminal acts that happened that day, and there are people who are accountable to that. And just like if Barack Obama had ordered people to go to the Capitol and told them to go march to the Capitol, and they do it, and then cops get the hell beat out of them, then Barack Obama would be accountable for that too. And so now Trump is accountable for that. And so now they say, "Oh, you trying to interfere in the election."
Yeah, even though Trump decided to run way earlier than anybody.
Well, actually, he received the papers to let him know that he was a subject in an investigation. Mm-hmm. And 2 days later, he decided to declare for the presidency, and it was unusually early. It was over a year and a half early.
Right, but now it's in the middle.
Yeah.
So the indictments are dropping like flies, baby.
Well, you know, the facts catch up. The facts have a liberal bias.
Yes.
Facts have a liberal bias. And see, that's the thing that really, when you stack it up and you look at whether or not it makes sense to have things the way they are and have us contemplating the particular situations that we contemplate, the fact of the matter is, it's lopsided. It's time for us to get our heads out of our behinds and understand that no Democratic president would ever get away with what this guy would do.
Never.
And he'll still do it. He'll do it tomorrow. And everybody will sit here and act like it's cool. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Let's hold him to the same standard that Barack Obama would have been held to. Let's do that for a few days and see how that feels. I promise you it's going to feel different.
Hey, y'all gotta subscribe, man. We need subscribers bad. If you're getting this message, it's because you like this type of content or you hate this type of content.
Knock yourself out either way.
Either way, we want you to subscribe. We want you to comment. We'll be glad to debate any single issue that we've even mentioned whatsoever tonight. We're glad to debate it with you over the threads. If we have to, we'll come back and do a new video. And we'll even bring you in if you're snazzy enough.
If you feel like it.
If you're snazzy enough. We'll bring you in. Like, subscribe.
We love y'all. We love everybody, first of all. And the main thing is we're trying to bring health and happiness to everybody. And we got to make it a short walk. We don't need to make it a long walk.
No.
And go walking behind those charlatans. Please, leave them fools alone. Leave these fraudsters alone. And get somebody who's serious about governing and hold their behinds accountable.
Please.
That's what we do.
KQ.
Peace.
Have a good night.
Love y'all.